Cheesy the Podcast, presented by Just Cheesy Productions.
Hi there, I'm your host Fondue.
I'm Cheesy.
In this week's episode, we're talking all about weddings and cheese.
Ooh.
We're going to learn about a new tradition called a cheese tower.
Yum.
We're going to learn about cheese as a wedding gift.
Ooh.
And of course, we're going to tell our very cheesy joke. Stay
Joke.
tuned for episode Something Borrowed on Just Cheesy the Podcast. The old wedding rhyme goes something like this.
Oh, yeah?
Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Now, we covered blue last week.
Yep.
Blue cheese, Roquefort, Gorgonzola.
Ooh.
A shepherd who left his lunch in a cave for a girl.
Yeah.
But today we're talking about something borrowed.
Ooh.
This newfangled cheese tower is actually celebrating over 150 years.
Whoa.
Would you believe it goes back all the way to Victorian times?
It does?
The history of cheese as a wedding gift goes all the way back to Yorkshire and Lancashire traditions.
Ooh.
They gave cheese as a gift to a couple to signify prosperity in their new life together.
Ooh.
According to Culture Cheese Mag, the display evolved from just a simple round of cheese to a tower that resembles a tiered wedding cake.
Whoa.
They say that the modern cheese tower wedding cake began in the UK about 20 years ago.
It did?
According to Bride Book, the cheese tower is now one of the most popular wedding cake alternatives in the UK.
It is?
The Cheese Wedding Cake Shop says that nearly 70% of couples are choosing them over other dessert options.
They are?
They also say the trend is growing all over the world.
Duh.
You see it in the US, Australia, and across Europe.
Of course you do.
Right, of course you do, duh.
Duh.
Now, Culture Cheese Mag says the structure of this tower follows specific rules.
Okay.
The base has to be the largest and the hardest wheel.
That makes sense.
They say cheddar makes a great base because it's available in large wheels, it's stable, and of course, everybody loves cheddar.
Yeah, they do.
Then each layer above becomes smaller and softer.
Ooh.
Cheeses like blue cheese and brie often appear at the top.
Oh, yeah.
According to Little Mouse Cheese, the contrast of soft, creamy cheeses and hard-aged cheeses are both visually appealing and very tasty for guests.
Yeah.
Culture Cheese Mag says that decorations typically include fresh or dried fruit,
Okay.
edible flowers, herbs,
Ooh.
honeycomb, and charcuterie arranged around the base and between the layers.
Lovely.
They kind of look like sugar flowers to me, like on a regular wedding cake.
Yeah.
And what's super cool about this, the Cheese Wedding Cake Shop says that hard cheese wheels can be personalized with things like names or wedding dates carved in.
Whoa.
And of course, the bride and groom cut into the top of a brie instead of the top of a cake.
Nice.
Culture Cheese Mag says a cheesemonger named Craig from George and Joseph in Leeds has been organizing cheese tower consultations 2 or 3 times every single week. They have orders booked out as
Whoa.
far as 2 years.
2 years.
He recommends balancing the variety and allowing for 2 to 4 ounces of cheese per person,
That's it?
depending on whether the tower is an accompaniment or a main event.
Okay.
George and Joseph in Leeds is not a sponsor,
Nope.
but when they are, their ad will go right here. Hi there, it's Fondue.
And Cheesy.
And this is a call to action.
Yeah.
We currently do not have a sponsor.
Aw.
And this is where you come in.
Yeah.
We're offering a host-read ad to fill this 50-second slot.
Oh, yeah.
If you make cheese,
Yeah.
if you sell cheese, if you love cheese,
I love cheese.
if you're a creamery, a dairy, a cheese board company, a cracker or wine company,
Whoa.
a brand, a business, a podcast,
Anyone.
or anyone who's ever listened to this podcast about cheese, we're looking for you.
We're looking for you.
We'll accept money. We'll accept cheese. We'll
Cheese.
accept money and cheese. A podcast ad spot. It's your chance to get creative.
Especially cheese.
This podcast reaches real people who are passionate about cheese.
They are.
And this 50 seconds could be yours.
It could be
So
yours.
reach out to us at info@justcheesy.com to see how you could give cheese a chance.
Give cheese a chance.
Now, back to the podcast. Now, I was kind of interested to find out why we even eat cake at a wedding.
Yeah.
I mean, besides the fact that it's delicious.
Yeah.
And the origin story is a little bit chaotic.
Chaotic?
According to Food Republic, the Ange de Sucre culinary history site,
Oh,
and
no.
multiple wedding cake historians, this tradition apparently begins in ancient Rome.
Ooh.
At Roman weddings, a wheat or barley cake named, oh my gosh,
Here we go.
a mustacium
Oh.
was broken over a bride's head as a symbol of fertility and good fortune.
Whoa.
Maybe not such good fortune if they're breaking the cake over your head.
Right.
And then the guests scrambled to collect the crumbs for their own luck.
Okay.
The couple ate what was left.
Sure.
According to the Country House Weddings History of Wedding Cakes, when the Romans conquered Britain in 43 AD, the tradition evolved.
Okay.
Instead of breaking the cake over a bride's head, The British
Okay.
threw it at her.
Threw it?
Yeah, that's right. They threw it at her.
Chaotic?
That sounds like a really fun tradition for the bride.
Not?
According to Food Republic, small cakes and buns were eventually stacked into towers.
Oh.
And then the goal for the bride and groom was to attempt to kiss over the top of the stack without knocking it over.
Fun.
If they succeeded, it meant a prosperous life together.
Aw.
According to gastronomica.org, 17th century wedding cakes were made in pairs.
They were?
They say one for the bride, another for the groom.
Ooh.
The groom's cake was a dark, heavy fruit cake.
Okay.
Apparently, the bride's cake was smaller and generally not iced. The groom's cake was actually cut up into little squares.
Okay.
It was placed into boxes for the guests to take home as a wedding memento.
Oh.
They say to ensure good luck.
Okay.
They say at bedtime, the recipient of the groom's cake would place the square underneath his or her pillow.
What?
I feel like instead of good luck, you're just going to attract bugs.
Yeah.
They say the tradition eventually died out.
Sure.
But it's being revived now.
It is?
Where groom's cakes are often shaped and decorated to depict the groom's favorite hobby.
Aw.
Like a golf bag, a camera, or a chessboard.
Nice.
Apparently, it took a little bit of time for a white cake to come into favor.
It did?
White icing was generally a status symbol rather than a symbol of purity.
Ooh la la.
Sugar was difficult and expensive to refine.
Okay.
So a big white cake signaled that the family could afford the finest ingredients.
Ooh la la.
White icing didn't actually appear until the 17th century.
Really?
It was made from egg white and sugar, and the icing was called bliss.
Wow.
The icing we know as royal icing actually came from Queen Victoria's 1840 wedding cake.
It did?
This cake was big.
It was?
According to the London Times, it was more than 9 feet in circumference.
What?
It had sculpted figures,
Oh.
including Britannia, a faithful dog,
Okay.
2 turtle doves,
What?
several cupids,
Really?
and one was happily writing the wedding date on a tablet.
Whoa.
Lots of wedding cakes at the time were actually only wedding cake on the bottom
Oh.
and decorative icing on the top.
Like a
Broom
mullet.
handles disguised as decorative columns appeared in the late 1800s.
Whoa.
And it wasn't until the 20th century where proper hardened icing columns could be used to hold up a cake.
Wow.
The tiered pillar cake was a status symbol because most people could not afford one.
Aw.
Let's say you don't want a fancy schmancy wedding cake.
Right.
How about some Swiss wedding cheese?
Oh, yeah.
According to the News Bites app and the Budget Wedding Guide to Swiss Wedding Traditions,
Ooh.
some couples actually serve fondue at their weddings.
Oh, yeah.
Fondue at a Swiss wedding may symbolize unity and togetherness.
Whoa.
A guest would share a communal pot. Everybody follows the same rules.
Yeah.
One of them is if you lose your bread in the fondue pot, it carries a penalty.
Uh-oh.
A penalty like buying the next round,
Ooh.
singing a song,
Okay.
or if 2 people lose their bread at the same time, you have to kiss.
Aw.
Of course, not all Swiss have fondue at their weddings.
Why not?
According to Remitly's Guide to Actual Swiss Wedding Customs, some regions actually perform a cheese blessing during their wedding ceremony or reception,
Whoa.
where they give thanks for the local dairy heritage and the prosperity it represents.
I'm ready for a joke, Fondue.
Okay, these are definitely going downhill.
Yeah, they are.
Why was the cheese tower jealous of the wedding cake?
Who knows?
Because people said the wedding cake was sweeter.
Haha. That was too literal.
Yeah, I know. It's very literal because
Yeah.
the wedding cake really is sweeter.
It was more bad than funny.
Of course it was bad
Yeah.
and a little bit cheesy. Thanks for listening to Just Cheesy the Podcast, episode Something Borrowed.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed today's episode,
Yeah.
please find us at justcheesy.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes, please.
Make sure to leave us a review if you can or download.
Yeah.
It helps more people find the podcast.
And stay cheesy, everybody.